recharge your spirits, and ready to go at it, just as before when we had our holidays. I do understand that there will be a moment of like catching up, like getting away those holiday vibes. So things might start slowly, but that's totally normal, and that's totally healthy, because we do understand that our ecosystem, that I also want to put underlining, as a decentralized ecosystem where we respect each and every one of us, whatever your background, whatever your situation. We always respect you as an individual, because it is us that builds Cardano. It is the community that builds Cardano. With that said, so let's kick off our Eastern Town Hall. Lynn, would you mind sharing our usual presentation? Thank you, Lynn. Welcome, welcome to the Eastern Town Hall. Welcome to the experiment, a continuation from our global town hall. I'd like first to introduce to you our beautiful members. Unfortunately, me cannot join us, our usual and beautiful host, but there is Tien, who will fill in her place. Tien, would you like to introduce your community? You're muted, Tien. You're still muted.
Think you're muted.
Sorry. Thank you, John. Thank you, everyone. Hello, everyone. I will speak in Vietnamese for Vietnamese people. Xin chào tất cả các anh chị em ở cộng đồng Việt Nam. Xin chào mọi người đến với buổi họp cuối cùng của Eastern Town Hall trong năm âm lịch 2022. Và hy vọng rằng là trong cuộc họp hôm nay thì chúng ta sẽ có nhiều thông tin thú vị về những cái thông tin về trong thời điểm chuyển giao, khi mà mọi người đang đợi cái phần 10 của Catalyst đến, thì chúng ta có những thông tin gì mới. Và hôm nay chúng ta sẽ có 4 phòng họp. Thì ở phòng họp Việt Nam thì sẽ có một cái phiên chia sẻ của CoinStore về làm sao để duy trì sự tăng trưởng trong cái mùa downtrend này, cái mùa suy thoái này. Thì hẹn gặp lại mọi người ở tại phòng Việt Nam sau phiên giới thiệu của các phòng họp các nước khác. Cảm ơn mọi người đã tham dự. Thank you, everyone. Yuta, it's your turn. Thank you, Yuta.
Yuta-san, please introduce your community.
Yeah, thank you so much. And ようこそ、東海ミートアップにいらっしゃいましたが、ちょっと人数がですね、そんなに多くはないので、ささっとですね、やろうかなというふうに思っていますが、この、カタリストの、ファンド10の、状況が決まっていないので、こういう人数ですけれども、しっかりですね、コミュニティにお届け、していきたいと思いますので、また、ぜひ、日本ルームでですね、よろしくお願いいたします。Thank you so much.
Hello. Welcome everyone, especially those from Australia and New Zealand. It's really exciting to have you here. And it warms my heart to know that we're here in a spirit of collaboration. Really looking forward to the discussions that happen tonight and seeing what great ideas we come up with. Thanks for coming.
Unfortunately, Robert cannot attend. So Andreas, would you like to address the Indonesian community?
Okay, so yeah, hi everyone, Happy New Year. I will address to my community first in Indonesian language. Halo, selamat tahun baru semuanya. Selamat datang lagi di Eastern Town Hall kali ini. Di Breakout Room Indonesia kali ini kita akan ngebahas mengenai deep funding dari Singularity.net. Nanti Mas Yan akan menjelaskannya. Terus kita juga mungkin akan sedikit ngebahas mengenai CIP baru yang ada di Project Catalyst atau di governance di Voltaire ini. Jadi silahkan ditunggu saja. Setelah ini kita akan masuk ke Breakout Room Indonesia. Terima kasih. Okay, next I think I'll give it back to Yan then.
Thank you, Andreas. Besides our beautiful people that just introduced themselves, there are various other members, and we are also looking forward to continuously growing. So if you are from the Southeast Asian region, like the Philippines or the Thailand or Malaysia, and you want to join the Eastern Town Hall, feel free, because we are always open to adding new members. Next slide, please. So this is our renowned catalyst clock. Not much is happening because, as we all know, Project Catalyst is still undergoing a maturity process. And there's most likely Fund 10 will start around mid Q1, so that'll be around February. But besides that, on the 28th of January, we will still be continuously having our Eastern Town Hall. But also do not forget that the people of Project Catalyst are also in collaboration with the people of Singularity.net. They have launched something called Deep Funding, which is very, very similar to Project Catalyst. Please do have a look at Singularity.net and their Deep Funding program. And please also take note that the last day of submitting a proposal is the 29th of January. Next slide, please. So for those who are new to Eastern Town Hall, we have various programs in Eastern Town Hall, one of which is Catalyst Incubator, which is spearheaded by Corinne. It is a program that aims to help proposers that have limited mastery of writing and speaking English. Besides that, we also have the new program, the F9, Fund 9. So F9 stands for Fund 9, Grow East Asia, Grow Cardano Challenge Team, where funded proposers are given a unique opportunity to talk among themselves and the challenge team, and where can we help you achieve your KPIs. Next slide, please. Then we also have DREP Town Hall. This is a program spearheaded by our very own Yuta-san. Yuta-san has a huge care about representing small communities in Southeast Asia. That is the underlying idea that propelled Yuta-san to submit a proposal called DREP Town Hall. DREP is a key component of Cardano. It is like a representative from the House of Representatives. So individuals or communities that are underrepresented can share their insights, share their complaints to the DREP, where the DREP then forwards those complaints, insights to the larger community. Next slide, please. Corinne, would you like to introduce a bit about our guest here?
Yeah, I would really like to give a warm welcome to Deborah. She's going to speak about her platform BlissSpot, which is currently a Web 2 wellness platform, but Deborah is looking to come to Web 3 and would like to speak to us, the community of Catalyst, to see how we could help her and how she could help us. Deborah is very passionate about making the world a better place. She's a beautiful soul. Thank you so much for coming tonight, Deborah.
Oh, thank you, Corinne, and the rest of the team for having me. I'm absolutely delighted. And also Dr. Lee Tang's with us tonight, who is from BlissSpot as well. So that's exciting.
Oh, that's great. We can't wait to hear from you guys.
Thank you.
And to Tien, would you like to introduce your guest?
In Vietnam breakout room, we will have a topic about how to achieve growth in bear market with the presentation from Johan. He come from Coisto.
Welcome, Johannes. Lynn, would you like to inform everyone what are these links?
Okay, so if you are new or you are old, there is a link. I think I sent out the link at the end of in the chat box already. If you want to know more about us, that's the link for Eastern Town Hall website. And normally, if you have any friend wish to join with us, there is a Zoom registration right there. And especially for who wish to participate and open a breakout room or presenting like Deborah today, and your information will be end up here. And whatever you do, whatever you say in here, or whatever you're sharing with us, will be posted onto our YouTube channel later on. That is one link, and more information you can see that link from here. All now information you can find on about Eastern Townhall member on Indo, Japan, on the link from there. So that's from the link. And the following link, sorry, to make it simple. And slide number 12, that you can see that if anyone here on the new, you've been at the PA, now you wish to look into write the proposal, then the information here that will help you how Cardano going and what we are achieving. On this information, you can see that how many projects being completed, and you can see what are the outcome of each. Is right there. And at the moment we are on fund number 9. You can see how the fund going, what are the release fund, what the fund left, and you can see on the report there, you can see the how report. So if you like to get on board, write a proposal and get the submit through, and then that's the progress going to the link. And there is the guidelines here. That's the guidelines if you wish to go through. The second link on slide number 9, I think, sorry, slide number 12. So that's link, you can see more information about, this is an update, pretty much few days ago, 4 days ago, on about how we're going to, the new proposal have to follow these guidelines now. So all of these guidelines, some of you may say, oh, how do I get fund? Where do I submit the report? So if you like to learn more information about how you're going with the proposal, or most of the brief information is right here for you. So there we go. Okay, please, all of this link is really useful. Just take some time, go through them. Okay. And the last link, second last link, that's where normally, if you are new again, how you submit your monthly proposal before you get funding, before your fund is released to your account. So there we go. That's how you submit. And the link, I think the link is somewhere there. There we go. So that's pretty much from me. That's on the link. You can see how we go in there. Only this link will help you to public vote if you like to know any information. Of course, in each of them, there is a lot of link for you to go through. All right, and some of them a lot of calculation as well. Not a lot, but Excel file. Okay, so that's slide number 12 for any news member that like to explore further into how to submit a proposal to get fund in Fund 10. And if more information, you can just reach out to us at any time. And that's pretty much, and we are here at the moment, and there is another Townhall if you like to join in different languages, and the main one will be in English somewhere here. All right, so that's we are here. We do 4 languages in our Eastern Townhall. There is a number of other English and other languages in various time zone if you like to join. So that's pretty much from us. And now I think pass to Jan or Karin to introduce over to our main speaker today in the main room. Thank you.
Thank you, Lynn. There's lots of links to study and go over. So if you would like the copy of our presentation, please do contact us and we'll send you a link to the presentation. With that said, to our beautiful guests from Blisspot, was that correct, Corinne?
That's right. Yeah, that's perfectly correct.
To Deborah, will you please shoot away? Feel free to share with us what Blisspot is.
Oh, I'd be delighted to. Thank you so much. And thank you for having me here this evening. I've been really looking forward to it. So I will just share with you my screen. I just have a short presentation. So let's see, here we go. Can you see it now?
Yep.
Great. Okay, so I'm delighted to talk about how web.
Deborah, you're sharing the screen, but it hasn't actually come up with your slides yet.
Interesting.
There we go. Now we can see it.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Oh, sorry. So when I go back to this screen, can you still see my slide, my main slide?
We can see your slide.
Great. I'm just doing presenter notes, so it's a bit just getting that worked out. Okay, great. So was into a traditional Web 2 product until about a year ago, when I was lucky enough, or had the definite fortune to meet Dr. Lee Tang. And he suggested to me that I go down the Web3 path. And at the time, I didn't know anything about Web3. In fact, I'd not even heard of it. So over the next probably few months, I got to learn more from Dr. Lee. He was explaining it to me, and I don't know, it just felt like to me I was home. Everything started to fall into place. And it was like what I'd been looking for Blisspot, because I'd always envisioned that Blisspot would be have a very major part in creating a major shift that the world's going through at the moment in terms of people's mental and emotional well-being. And after learning more about blockchain and what Web3 can do, I realized this was the answer that I'd been looking for in terms of technology, even though I didn't know it until it was all presented to me. So that's what I'm going to talk about tonight. So the challenge that the world is facing at the moment is stress. It's the world's leading disability, negatively impacting humanity's health, relationships, finance, and career. To me, there is no more pressing problem that needs to be solved because of the flow-on effect that it has in all other areas of people's lives. However, there are things that we can do, and there are positive changes that we can make to turn this shift around. Wellness is something that is relevant to every single person on the planet, and that's drives me every single day to solve this problem and to make a positive difference. Blisspot's mission is to make stress and overwhelm a condition of the past by 2035. We're going to help as many people on the planet as possible with their well-being, particularly their mental and emotional health. Nobody wants to live with stress and overwhelm. However, often they just do not know a better way, or people think it's not even possible, or that stress is just something that you have to live with, or that everybody, is learning to live with. Or another thing that keeps people stuck in this situation is they think that it will change, it will get better. And as we know, things don't really get better unless we consciously make positive change. And this might seem like a great, big, ambitious goal, but smallpox was a condition that impacted many people until one person took it upon themselves they thought it was possible to make the change. They found a way, and years later, smallpox, thankfully, is a thing of the past.
Pardon, Deborah, to cut you. Are you intentionally not moving the slides?
Oh, I think it's my screen sharing. I'm just using a difference. Sorry, no, I have been.
Okay.
Are you up to this slide now?
Yes, it's
I'm
changed
so
now.
sorry about that. I think it's just, yes, okay, that's fine. So I'm talking about this green slide here. Sorry, you must have missed all the other slides as well. Anyway, that's okay. We'll just go with that. So just trying to move that out of the way. Can you still see the green slide now?
Yes,
Yeah.
we can.
Yes, we can.
Oh, great. So 1 in 5 Australians aged between 16 and 85 experience a mental condition in a year. And at the moment, that's relating to depression, anxiety, and often to do with substance abuse or addictions. And I believe that this can be turned around. And in fact, what Blisspot intends to do over time is to, just make sure we've moved to the next one now, is to actually transform the world from a state of fear to love. At the moment, many people exist and live their life from, it's like their headspace. People feel anxious, they're wrapped up in their thoughts, they're worried about the future, unresolved issues from the past are impacting their mental health and well-being. But it is possible to make this shift from living in a fairly consistently fearful situation to one of love, where people are operating more from their heart space. They feel connected to others. They wouldn't dream of hurting another human being because it would be like hurting yourself. I know this shift is entirely possible. I've seen it in many people in the work that I do and many of the experts that people do all over the world who are associated with BlissBot. It just takes us getting some momentum, and I believe the way forward is through combining, sorry, I'm just filling these slides, is combining education, community, and technology. These are in the combination of these three areas are incredibly powerful, and it makes it possible to widely support and take people on a journey from fear to love and to show them a better way. And I personally believe that one of the major functions of technology is to facilitate this widespread shift over the next 10 years or so. So education is the most powerful weapon in which we can use to change the world, according to Nelson Mandela. And I found that so, like, people that through our community and again through the work that I do, love it when they're stuck in a situation and they're educated on a new way, and then they get this flow going into their life again because they've seen something from a different perspective, or they've been able to change a habit or a behavior to create something new and life enhancing in their life. And with BlissBot, we offer over 1,000 resources, including wellbeing courses, podcasts, meditations, masterclasses, and events to educate people in relation to their mental and emotional health. Gone are the days of gurus, where people look to one person or, particular people for answers. I think what BlissBot offers is a solid, wise community sharing ideas to give different support that is needed to a wide variety of individuals. There's so many people on the planet, and everybody's at different stages of development in relation to their well-being or their personal development journey. The people that we've sort of naturally and inherently attracted are people that are leaders in their field. They've devoted their life to their particular area of expertise. It could be forgiveness, self-love, resilience, men's health. They walk their talk. They are happy and peaceful in their daily life while being human. We have over 80 experts, psychologists, counselors, and coaches delivering content to business and individuals who really value and want to integrate well-being into their life. In terms of technology, using state-of-the-art Web3 technology is what is allowing us to democratize, that is, make it widely available to many people in terms of well-being going forward. What attracted me to Web3, as Dr. Lee Tang so beautifully explained to me, is the Web3 ethos. Web3 is all about decentralizing the internet, taking centralized control away from large communities to give power to the average users. It's about developing trust on the internet, and it allows users to own their own data, which is really important when it comes to well-being and personal development, because it's something very personal, and it's absolutely essential and critical that that's kept private and safe. I love the way that machine learning and AI is a big part of Web3 to really provide relevant content to a user. As personalized, as I've said, well-being is very personalized to each person, and as people are unique and are on different phases in their own journey. I love the way that Web3 resolves the problems of data breaches, compromise, online security, and privacy. So for these reasons, I felt it was a good fit for us, and that's why we've taken the plunge and gone into this space over the last 8 months or so. And what we're doing with Blisspot and Wellbeing and Web3, which we're really excited about, is we offer us an endorsement for wellbeing activated organizations. It doesn't have to be just with Blisspot. It can be with just that a company, a DAO or a project is really incorporating wellbeing, caring about their members' mental and emotional health. The ISO 45003, which is an international standard that was developed last year, mandating that people or businesses, it's highly recommended that businesses of all nature incorporate some sort of wellbeing offering for their team members, because it's so important when it comes to psychological safety at work that and that companies are more taking responsibility for this area, which I think is really exciting, because that's how we will get the widespread change going forward. And what we're looking for at the moment is we're currently on Ethereum, but we'd like to help in incorporating Cardano into our product. We're looking for partners. We've got a going forward with our beta version. We'd like people who'd like to come on board, NFT projects, DAOs, who'd like to get involved with offering wellbeing to their members, and we're looking for investment. And we are actually going to be applying for Fund 10, because we think that's a very good fit for the stage where we're at right now. And we know that the intention of Fund 10 in terms of products and integrations is to create high impact and drive more adoption. People, as I've said, are very, very passionate about well-being, boosting health, because boosting health and happiness has a massive flow-on impact into other areas of their life. And I think the time is right now. I mean, after all that people have been through the last few years, it's had a big impact on people's mental and emotional health. So we're looking for people who really want to get involved, make a positive difference, to really join us on our journey with this project. And yes, and I guess too, wellbeing really impacts career success, how profitable, productive people are at work, which flows onto us And if you're interested in joining us on this journey, please feel free to contact us, myself or Dr. Lee. We've got our emails there, or I'm open to questions now. So I'll hand over to you to open for questions. Sorry, I was struggling a little bit with the tech there because I was using a different system with Canva, and but anyway, we got through it at the end.
So what are you guys thinking for Fund 10? What direction will you take your proposal?
I think at the moment we're on Ethereum, so we really need help in being able to offer Cardano on our site as well, to develop a wallet and to integrate Cardano, seamlessly. So that's part of our offering as well. I don't know if Dr. Lee, you'd like to expand on that a little bit more.
Yeah, so just let me know if you can't hear me very well.
We can hear you.
Basically, I think what we need is to develop integration between our content platform with the Cardano wallets. Where right now we're using like a prototyping platform for the beta test, which is on Bubble. And I'm not sure if many of you are familiar, but Bubble has a lot of plugins, and they do have support for like the Web3 wallets that are EVM compatible. They have plugins for Solana, but I haven't found any with Cardano, and I don't think it's very difficult to develop. I think it's just that no one's working on it at the moment, so it would be very useful for someone to work on that, and also to help us integrate our content
with gating of Cardano NFTs. So that's basically, I think, what the key thing that we need in terms of the Fund 10 from a technical perspective. And I hope that explains what we're saying.
Thank you.
Thank
yes.
you. There are two questions, Corinne. I see that Sierra has your hand up. Please do, Sierra.
Hi.
Hi, Sierra.
Thank you so much for your presentation. I really love the mission. And my question is about how you're integrating blockchain to your product. So I wasn't sure how you're using Ethereum and how you want to use Cardano. I know that you are integrating wallets, but how exactly are you using blockchain technology?
Okay, so I can probably answer that better. I think in terms of how we're using it, essentially we're using our platform right now. The Web3 platform is a NFT gated content platform. So what happens is if you're part of a NFT program or project, a DAO, we will have a partnership with your team or partners, what we call partners, to whitelist all the NFTs that we can see in the wallet. So in terms of, it's almost like having access through your Web3 wallet. If we see a NFT that's part of our partnered with us, then you get access to our content. So that's the current MVP that we have now. It's essentially just a NFT gated content, and the content is still on our database. But that's only like our very minimal first step, because it's like part of a step from going from Web 2 to Web 3. I think eventually what we would like to have is to have, to be more like a provider of a network that provides Web3 and wellness content on Web3. Now we had to look at, like Web3 native storage type solutions. It's just that I think in terms of performance, in terms of reliability, in terms of the ability for example, what we want to be able to do is allow users to access content via mobile. And there's a lot of hurdles, technical challenges, as well as usability challenges right now. But eventually what we want to, our vision is everything is governed by smart contracts. And we're essentially just almost like the app, right? For people to access wellness content, to trade and to actually participate in their wellness. So that's the end goal. But right now it's fairly basic. Yeah.
That's fascinating. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sierra. Thank you.
I also noticed, Tien, you had your hand up.
Yeah, thank you, Ta. Thank Deborah for the presentation. I think it's very interesting to me. I have a group of people who spend 2 years for complete the NLP, Natural Language Programming course. So they are doing as a coach in Vietnam right now. And in fact, I have an idea. I'm not sure it match with this spot or not, but it is a place where the coach can gather together and they will support someone to have problem with the mentor. If they have any pressure in work or in the daily life, they can come to the coaching center to resolve the issue. That's the idea from my side. And in Vietnam, we have many coaching centers, but the issue is how to validate or how to make sure that the coaching center is good by blockchain. We have many coaches, but we have to make sure that the feedback from coaching it's like accurate and from the correct people. That's what I want to do, and I want to bring to the blockchain. Not sure if it met with your what we are trying to do. That's the first thing. And if you feel it mesh, we can go together. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can answer that, Deborah.
And the second thing, I think, Litan, you need some help from how to integrate that the website, the application with the wallet, right? Wallet on Cardano. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have I know some technical, so I think I can help you on that. I can share your document, share you the guy, and we will work together after the meeting.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
Thank
you.
That would be fantastic. Did you want to talk about the coaching, Lee?
Yeah. Yeah. So, sorry. Do you have anything else you want to finish with, Tien? Before
No,
I
I'm done. Thank you.
Okay, great. So if I understand correctly, you have a natural language based processing based algorithm to kind of like detect what users like what they're having, what they're struggling with, perhaps the health and wellness or mental health kind of support that they need. And what you're suggesting is perhaps we can use that algorithm, is it, to then recommend content or recommend coaching? Is that correct?
No, I have no algorithm. I have a people who have a skill, to coach for someone have any issue in a mental issue.
Okay, I see. Yeah, so yeah, I think that makes we actually talked with a lot of the wellness and health companies in the world actually focus on that problem as well. And I think that is a very good good idea to bring to the blockchain as well. I don't think that like that's not really a problem that is directly related to blockchain, I would say, right? That's just a general mental health and support problem. I think what blockchain, that's why we're designing our platform in the Web3, is more to solve the problem of bringing privacy to be able to scale, to be able to bring more diverse support onto the platform. So in answer to your question, we actually does talk to some companies that kind of have this type of thing. And even Deborah has developed a like a survey that she worked with leading mental health experts to develop to kind of like for users to answer like a set of questions and then to kind of work out what you need and do recommendations. So we do that, but that's all in the Web2 at the moment. It'd be very interesting and exciting to see how we would actually capture that in the blockchain Web3 space. I think that's not something that we're currently working on. It's a lot of, I think it's a huge piece of work. It's just so exciting, I think, in general, like when we talk about these things, that there's so much opportunity of bringing these type of things onto the blockchain. Yeah. And I think we should talk about your team and like how you support the companies. I actually we do talk to a lot of companies that actually does provide these type of mental health services. So I think we should definitely talk about that offline.
I think that would be really good to do because I think what you're doing is amazing, and yeah, we're really passionate about that work. I understand a lot about NLP. I've done quite a few NLP courses myself. It's amazing work. So it's exciting that you're making that an offering. Amazing.
I will make sure to
Beautiful.
connect you guys.
Wonderful interaction. We've just witnessed how the power of decentralized community, where everyone can pitch everyone from around the world can help each other out and build a solution that fits your needs. That is the whole function of having these town halls: Eastern town halls, main town halls, LATAM town halls, and so forth. So I believe that Corinne, what you did, and I hope that also Dr. Lee and Deborah, that you felt that this is what Cardano is all about. It's about bridging communities, building communities, and as your first entry point, you already have a potential collaborator. Although I would love to continue discussions, just as a reminder, our main we do have breakout rooms where each breakout rooms also have their own guests. Therefore, I will unfortunately have to cut this session with Deborah and Dr. Lee. And hopefully to Deborah and Dr. Lee, you can continue discussions with Corinne, and also to everyone else who had late ideas and you wanted to follow them up. Please do join the English breakout room with Corinne and Dr. Lee and Deborah. With that said, thank you everyone for the initial introduction of our Eastern Town Hall and our main breakout room. And now we continue to our next section, which is the local breakout room. So again, I love to see everyone. Love to see that people are still continuing that collaborative spirit even after the holidays, and looking forward to more awesome collaborations. To the local communities, please open your breakout rooms, Andreas, because you help us here.
Yes, please do join your local
and
breakout
please
rooms.
do join your breakout rooms, as Andreas has mentioned, and continue your collaboration there in your local language. Thank you, everyone, and see you next week, and perhaps even in our local breakout rooms. Bye-bye.